We do want to apologize for some phone interruptions that are happening during this recording. Thank you. Welcome to the Unfiltered by Jade, where we get out of the box and dive into topics that are sidelined. I look forward to entertain, educate, and inspire. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, donate, and make everybody know about this. Welcome to the Unfiltered by Jade. Thank you everybody for joining in, tuning in. Today we're gonna be speaking with two of my friends. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So we're going to be speaking on music versus relationships. So with me today, I have, come guys, introduce yourself.
Sean Lifer. I am a recording artist. Most importantly, serve the King of Kings. You don't know Jesus Christ himself. His Imperial Majesty. Do music. Used to live in Jamaica. Now I live in the States. I live in Florida to be exact. Father of two. Just really trying to introduce myself here because I was giving that task, which I feel like is the hardest task.
You know.
But yeah. In a nutshell, yeah, that's me, Sean Lifer, and yeah, go ahead, no MV.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so this is M to the B, aka Minister Blessing. It's a pleasure to be on this platform, connecting with them and, tuning in. All the listeners, big up on yourself. I'm a recording artist as well for the Kingdom of God. And I've been doing this for a couple of years now, well over 10 years. And like Sean, I was in Jamaica, but now I'm in the UK, in a little place.
Nah, you lied, bro. You said you were on a platform.
Oh my God. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night.
You just told the people that you're on this platform, and then you're gonna tell the people.
Yeah, the platform is right now is my couch, which I'm sitting on, which is located in the UK. So let's get things rolling. That's who we are, and we're going to be moving right along.
All right.
Okay. So after all of that, the lies that life was spoke and, MB being on his couch, we're going to talk about how hard is it to work with friends in the music industry. You guys are friends. How hard is it to work with friends? Not even really just both of you, but other persons who you consider
friends. Interesting question. MB, you want to take this one first?
I think it varies. For example, for me and Sean, it's been pretty. We are come from far. We have an understanding. We've been friends for a while, so it's easier for us to work together because we kind of understand each other personality. We kind of know what we look for. There are some friendships that it might not be that easy with. One of the examples of a challenge when you have friends in music is that, whenever you're doing a project or an event, then the friend might expect that automatically you have to include them, and if you don't include them, is a big problem.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the challenges we might have faced, especially both of us coming together to do an event, and Sean has his friends, I have my friends, and trying to balance that by and then a man gonna feel so boy put on my show, I think it was my friend, and them thing that, so I think it varies with the maturity level of the person and the friend. Some friends, like as I said, me and Sean were kind of cool them with this. So, if Sean keep a launch right now, I'm gonna depend on it, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna support him same way, come I understand, say you're not necessarily have to depend the event to support your friend, you understand?
Yes, there you go. And you know what? And I'm gonna piggyback on where you said, because to be honest, I feel like that's the true definition of a friend. To be understanding despite it not going in your favor. Like you're actually supporting that friend. You would actually put the decision making of that friend before your opinion. So it's like if as you said, if you were to if you ever put on a show and me not dep on it, is a reason why me not dep on it. And me not gonna be like, yo, all right, me not gonna feel away or feel like sidestepped or whatever it is that you had this show without me. Definitely you had your reasons, and because I'm your friend, of course I understand. And if me have to stand up in the crowd or even be the person for at the gate protect the tickets them and the payments, I'll be just that. So if I understand who is our friends.
Question on that. Yeah, you said something I want to ask. If it is that say MB have a show and he didn't put you on the show, is it required that he tells you why he's not putting you on the show?
Not necessarily, because and see the thing that it goes back to what MB just said, the maturity of the person and of the friendship itself. I feel like if I'm not on a show with MB, if him not put me upon the roster, there definitely has to be a reason why he didn't do that. Because I feel like as a friend, in his thoughts, he might first consider me.
Right.
But for some reason or another, he felt like I wasn't for that type of crowd, or maybe for this season. It's not something that I'd find that him owe me an explanation for, because I mean we're bigger than that.
Also referring to that, it could also be a situation where, all right, you guys have, or Sean have a show happening, and while he's having a show, he did 3 shows for the year, and MB was on it. The next show, you know, want to go concert to see MB again? I want to keep. No. We don't know.
That's all like.
So every show,
that's all like to take us to.
Every show,
Oh my God.
for them, I have to be real. What is happening? I am not going to go to a show back to back 3 times to see MB, and I am not going to a show back to back to see Life Up. I'm not doing it because God knows we have more people that can do.
That pretty much coming like, I mean, if unless you like Avengers Endgame like me, watch it 3 times, that's different, you know what I'm saying? But we are not Avengers Endgame. We're not good like that. But it would be like, it would be like watching a movie. You pay if you watch a movie 3-4 times at Caribbean. You have to be real good. Really good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I watch no show more than 2 times or more than 2 times. That's not happening. Because for me, if I watch it, I don't know where I talk about show, but if I watch a show more than 1 time or 2 times, by the 3rd time, I'm already knowing what's gonna happen, and it's just not, the interest is not gonna be there. That's it for me. So it's the same thing. If it is, I'm going to a show and keep seeing the same people them, and worse with the people them keep singing the same songs, but we're not going to go there. I want to talk about.
I reckon, all right. That's some more questions for got you. So.
No, that come like a conversation all by itself.
That's a different conversation.
What I want to know is there competition between artists, and is there such a thing as friendly competition?
Definitely. I definitely believe there is. I for myself, and I speak for myself, I do watch my counterparts put out, like gospel colleagues them, or artist friend them. I watch what they put out, and I look at the content. I look at the productivity, how it's produced, stuff like that, the quality. And I use their standards, and up my game every time I release something or aspire to release something. I always use, what they're putting out as motivation to do better when I'm releasing. So of course I believe there is friendly competition. I would, people just don't say it and be like, yo, we're doing this together and can't fight against the foot. I get that, but not in that context. What I'm talking about. I mean, this is like, you set the bar, and I want to set it higher so that you can go even higher as well, or meet me there, because I feel like it's excellence or nothing. So definitely, I feel like there is a sense of friendly competition. If not, it's there within myself.
I think from my perspective, I think there are two aspects to this. The first one, which is there competition? There's definitely competition, and especially there are persons who I've heard while in the scene, who wants to be the quote unquote man this year, or who want to be the big man this season. There's that kind of competition sometimes.
Oh, for real?
And then there is the other aspect which Lifer mentioned, which is friendly competition. So, for example, there was a time when Lifer did a drop one song a month or one song every 2 weeks, and them time they made a drop a song maybe once every 2 year or 3 year. Me I say, no man, we need for up my thing, We need
Right.
we need to catch him up. Not in a sense of me I compete with him, but him kind of motivate me, for put in more work, because I say, no man, me I drag my foot. And the same way, when I do an album launch, another man will say, boy, years me I did this, I'm gonna drop an album, me start work on the album. So I think it's
Yep.
we encourage each other by the work that we put in, and we try to elevate and set the standard even higher, as Lifer said.
But I understand loving bad, but I have an aside question. My aside question have you ever been with someone as a friend in the artist industry or the music industry, and you hear something, or you hear they put out something and you said to them, so Jano, it could have sound better, I'm not telling you. You see that the key there where you do a while ago, it never sound good. Have there ever been situations?
Sean Lifer has done that to me. I put out a song on Lifer, message me and say, yeah, video and thing, look, a song there, it could have mixed better, could have mixed better. And I've done this.
But it's a real friend that. It's just a real friend that.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Moses, God bless his soul, Moses in a Diesel Lab studio, finishing an album. And he was saying that, this particular song is going to be the biggest song on the album because everybody love it. And I said, to me, that was the lamest song. And, I did feel away, but, we just have to keep.
When we come up, you need to tell me which song that you talk about. But continue.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
But, I think we all have different tastes, and, we all have different preferences, and we have to be honest with each other as well,
Have you?
For real.
Listen, I just having questions popping in my head. Have you guys ever had friends who want to do collabs with you, but you don't think that it fits the song, or so you say no? And what have been the outcomes, if it is that you have had that situation before?
Yes, I have a lot.
Mighty God.
I've got a lot of requests for collabs, and I've shut them down from the jump. Whether it be like a producer that sends a beat and I'm like, yo, I'm not feeling this, send 10 more. It's like send 10 more rhythm for see if we can choose one out of them, because sometimes you have to be careful how you reject a collab, because you don't know what kind of impact or influence you have on that said producer or artist or whosoever it may be. So you have to tell them, say, give me your best shot, give me something else a little bit different than this. Or how about me help you with
best shot? Imagine the people them sitting and work on them and you say, give me the best shot.
Yeah, give me the best. Yeah, give me a best shot, yo. Like, yo, guys, give me a best. And if them I say them give me the best, then I mean, yo, how about I help you with the chorus? Maybe we can style it this way instead. So I mean, it's not a case where I say is a definite no. I try to work with people as much as I can to get the collab off the ground. But there are cases where it doesn't necessarily go that way, and people will kind of think me a little picky, or
you have standards. So therefore, you don't want to just do anything.
Yeah.
Because whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah, but sometimes people misunderstand that still.
Yeah, because you say Sean have standard, but the last time I saw him, he was driving an automatic, so I can see how people would get confused.
So what is gonna happen is we're gonna
Yo, me did that weird for that MB there to come through,
I was hoping he didn't. I was hoping he didn't. Hoping. And you know what? All right.
So remember to the next question because I'm not. All right.
Oh gosh.
Do friends expect payment?
Oh, touchy one.
Mhm.
I don't think. Well, friends don't expect payment, but friends expect understanding.
Mm.
Friends expect understanding because I mean, I remember where I used the word friends.
Yep.
A whole heap of people mix up this thing in the gospel fraternity or in the music industry at large.
Mhm.
We mix up this word, this term friend. Like, yo, some people look at us as friends, but they're really just like colleagues.
Yep.
They're colleagues and acquaintances.
Yep.
You're a colleague, you're acquaintance, you're like a coworker at the job. That's pretty much it. We share the same stage, and we'll see each other when we're on the same lineup or the same roster.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Like, we'll share some YouTube views and whatever it is, and our biggest connection is the people who listen to both our music. And that doesn't necessarily mean that we are like the best of friends. Like, not because the patrons listen to us both and put our names in their mouths mean that, yo, we are together on this. That's not necessarily the case. So real friends expect understanding.
Yep.
So me expect say if MB you gonna invite me go all the way to Timbuktu for come perform, at least him know say, yo, him gonna put some petroleum in the car.
Okay.
That's the understanding. So, yo, MB now gonna make me come all the way out there, so I'm gonna put some gas in the car.
Okay.
But then again, there's another understanding as well, because if the show right around the corner, me not charge MB a thing. Because me not go out of my way at all. But go up on the stage and give him like all a 10 minute, 15 minute. But if him want a ban at 45 minutes, then you have to think about paying the bondsman them and more likely making sure that I have some food or whatever it is, because 45 minutes is a stretch.
Right.
You understand what I said? But not necessarily payment, but an understanding for know that time, energy, effort, transportation, things like that are being put into play.
Right.
You don't necessarily have to be paid a friend, but an understanding that you're honoring your friend has to be there.
And I think there's a flip side to that as well, though, because again, depending on the friendship and the level of friendship that you share, you might have a friend where, this friend helps you out in different ways that it might not be music related. They might help you, your car did broke down and them drive out at Timbuktu and come, give a jump start. They were there when you never have, you couldn't pay a bill and that friend help you out. So there are other levels to it where I would be thinking of, some of these things that Sean has done, and me I say, whether he pay me or not, me I go there, So there's that, there's a sense of understanding in that. If he pay me, great, but if he doesn't, it's neither here nor there, because he has done enough for me that me not mind for give of myself and sacrifice by coming to that event. So there's again, there's levels to it.
That friendship are deep to blouse and skirt. So, with that being said, do friends work?
It's deep to blouses and skirts.
You know what?
Yo, we know we're no blouse and we know we're no person of this friendship. Nothing of that, yo. Know that.
We're in this friendship, so we're in other friends.
Yo, I left myself open a while ago.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yes, you did. All right.
Yo, you're so sharp, bro. You're so sharp, and I almost midnight and you're so sharp. Same way. Jeez.
Very, very sharp. Not miss him. Nothing not miss him. So before we even go on the break, there's one more question I want to ask. Do friends work efficiently on projects than outsiders?
You want me to
yeah, go with that one.
I think there are two sides to it. One is there are projects that people work on where them not even know the artist, And Sean can attest to that because I think there's a track SOP did with a girl one time where them never ever the studio with her, them just deal with the management and record for them part, she record for her part. And it just worked because just business, you just do it. And there's that aspect of it where it's kind of efficient when I'm gonna pay them money or whoever pay them money and you just deal with it. In the friendship aspect, I think when you have a good friendship and you have chemistry and you understand what you want to achieve, it's very productive. But at the same time, you could have a case where because you're a friend and it's much less informal and stuff, then you find that one person might start jog them foot or because there's no standard set in place to say, yo, I forget this done or whatever. But obviously, I'm not talking about me and Sean, but I'm just saying it's not perfect for everybody. So there will be some friends who, boy, it now.
And being me think I make this sound too nice because there's nothing nice about it. Because, I have worked with friends and I have decided that, look here, about 3 friends, I can actually ask to do something and they're going to get it done and do work professionally on stuff. Everybody else take their time. Everybody else, they take their time. Or if it is that they are not taking their time to do it, they're not doing it and giving it the best quality that you're supposed to get. Or they're not giving it the best work that they're supposed to give because, hey, we're friends. So instead of working hard to get the project or to get whatever it is that needs to be done right, they become lackadaisical, and that throws.
That's not your friend.
Okay. I was just about to say that though. Remember, Sean said it earlier. You have a lot of co-workers and associates, but when you're talking about a friend, I have never had a friend in the gospel industry that I had a problem with. I've had a problem with associates and co-workers, but if you're talking about a friend, I've never had a problem with a friend jogging them foot or not give me them best. I've never had that.
Right. Right. Me too.
Trying to just straighten me up, but it's all right. So what we're gonna do right now is that we are gonna take a quick break and we are gonna come right back after this.
Shopping Assistance Jamaica takes the stress away from finding those items you can't locate or purchasing items online or locally. From searching to purchasing to delivery, Shopping Assistance makes it very easy. Contact us at 876-919-5195 or email us at shoppingassistance2015@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at The Shopping Assistance, on Instagram at The Shopping Assistance JA, and on Twitter at Shopping Assist 5. We do want to apologize for some phone interruptions that are happening during this recording. Thank you.
Welcome back to The Unfiltered by Jade. We are speaking with Lifa and MB, and everybody, if I don't miss it and I miss the drape up that I just got a while ago, because what they're trying to tell me is that I don't have good friends to help me with stuff, and them probably have cards. Them probably have the cards. That's what they're trying to say. But I get it. So what I'll do after the show is to get rid of those people who are not beneficial to me, are not helping me in the way that they need to. And I'm going to refer them.
Don't tell them that we have nothing to do with it.
To this podcast, let them listen to it.
Big disclaimer, please note that the views of Jade on this Unfiltered do not reflect Sean Lifa and MB. She made this decision on own accord.
And I approve this message.
I can't manage. Gentleman's agreement or contract while working with friends. All right, so many persons out there might not understand what a gentleman's agreement is. To tell you the truth, me just find out what it is. So, gentleman's agreement is saying, Regina, can do this for me? All right, we'll do it. And we call it a day, and it's almost like a word to word, or you type it in a text message and there's no signing, there is no nothing. While a contract is something that there's an agreement, there are clauses, you sign, whatever, upon agreement. So do you find that with your friends you have to give them a contract, or you just do gentleman's agreement and you move on? I think Life answered really earlier on, where it said if it is that MB wanting to come to your ticket or to the whatever, he will go because of an understanding. So I guess both of you do things based on understanding than contract. But is there anybody that you guys have used and they are your friends and you have had them do a contract?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for instance, my SOP album, I mean, those guys are like family to me. They are family. Sean Ramiki, Demoy Simpson, members of SOP. I mean, we signed contracts for that. Dizzle as well, the producer. We signed contracts for it. All of that was inked. Percentages, royalties, mechanical royalties, all that. Like everything was inked, and I feel like real friends get things done contract wise. Real friends aren't afraid to make things official.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like real friends should never shy away from the idea of having a contract. There's nothing scary about a contract. It's just legally binding. And if there are any questions that should arise, of course, you can always refer to the contract. Nothing keeps friendships together than a good contract. You know, nothing keeps friends together than a really good contract. Like there's no arguments. There's absolutely no arguments to be had. And even if you try to have an argument, you could be like, bruh, this is what you signed. Like, why are you arguing?
So let me ask you one at a time.
Yeah.
Which part you have a contract with any artist outside of SOP? Whether you book them for a show and so, have you actually had to do contracts with artists that way?
Yeah, I mean, I've done contracts with artists. And I think it's mainly the because you remember at one point I was doing a whole lot of collabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was at that point where people would reach out to me and say, "Yo, want you to do this collab? Here's the beat. Here is your portion of the beat. It's open and attached is the contract. Review it, whatever." So I would get like the beat, everything, the concept, and the contract is attached.
So I think then you're saying when it comes to like a recorded project, which will go down in history for the length of time, it's really important to have, you know, a contract that states the royalties, my share, your share, of the composer.
Your share, right?
But do you think? But do you actually? But when it comes to like a performance, like what we spoke about an agreement, do you think there's more leeway when it comes to a show, so to speak, where you'd probably use a gentleman's agreement in that case, where you just go, you know, beg a man come on the show or you go do theme show?
I think contracts are. I've done a lot of gentleman agreement. Yeah, I think it's the best thing to do contracts as opposed to gentleman's agreement. I've been at recordings, I've been at concerts before, and I'm scheduled to be there at 8:00. I'm scheduled to be on stage at 8:00, and I'm only supposed to be there for 15 minutes. So of course I have other engagements to get to, and I'm really here on this gentleman's agreement. And it's 11 p.m., almost midnight, and I'm still not on the stage.
No,
but because I'm a gentleman, and I don't want them to see how ungentlemanlike I can become.
Yeah.
I'm honoring this gentleman's contract, and I'm just gonna be a gentleman and stay here until midnight, and just do what I gotta do, and then get out of there. But I mean, a contract. If I had a contract with this friend or associate or colleague, we would be still good friends or associates or colleagues to this day.
Wow.
But since that, don't do it again, because stuff like that, you didn't hold your part of the bargain.
Yeah.
And if it was a contract, I would have felt okay with leaving because you breached this contract.
But The only thing I would say is that even though we say it's the best way to go and stuff, I think, like, personally, I've been doing shows for years in terms of like when I host my own shows, I've never actually entered a contract with an artist, or a band member, whoever it is. I've never signed a contract, and personally, I've never had an issue with an artist in that way. I think the issues I tend to have is actually when it's an official show and this person is not necessarily my friend, but you still go upon a gentleman agreement, and that's where trouble is. Because most times, when a show I run late and stuff like that, it's actually, some unavoidable reasons. I mean, we keep showing no matter what we do. There's always some stuff that go overtime because people Jamaicans generally late for come. So it's a 6 o'clock, come 7 or 8. The last event I had I think I finished at 11, and at 12 o'clock, there were about 10 people coming in saying, "Oh, show done already. You think of the nice time now." I'm never saying, you think of outer world party. So there are some real challenges where, a show might go over time and stuff. But, I just want to be careful of saying that I would insist on a contract because, I personally haven't dealt with it really in terms of having a show and stuff. And it's worked for me, but, different strokes for different folks. I definitely agree with a recording and stuff, but for me, if I keep a show and my virgin a company, I'm not gonna really try to time.
You just don't want to do that work there, Bridget. You don't want that work there for the.
I know really the work, but normally as well, the people who would actually say a contract, it's almost like it's not really a friendship anymore. It's almost like you're gonna charge me, cause once you bring in a contract, and normally because you charge something official, so you want a deposit and stuff like that, which wouldn't really constitute the understanding of the friendship that we have. If it's somebody when we know. For somebody who don't know, I never work with this person yet, and I just want him come down on a show, then fine. But if Bridget, I really think and we've never had an issue before, I really think we need to implement that we have a contract. That's just my
view.
Yeah, I got you.
Interesting. That is interesting. All right. Well, you see, I want to answer a lot of my questions, but I want to know. So there is nothing work related that has threatened your friendship that you have?
No. That's a pretty easy question. Nope.
The only thing I would say on that is that if there is a threat, it's not between us. What it would be is, for example, the example I gave earlier, where because me have my friend them, Sean have him friend them, which is different, and sometimes it can't be avoided. There is this sense of I've experienced this sense of kind of jealousy or a sense of bad mind, in the sense of because we have this relationship and we have this event together and we have this project together, you kind of hear on the wayside of other people who feel say them should have been the Sean in my life, or me should have been the MB in a Sean life, or why
relationship them people you are going with that me one way. People really. That's what kind of woman and woman relationship is. People really sit down. People really sit down and say, say me should not do this with MB and not. People really sit down and say them stuff. They hope people. Yeah, okay.
I don't know if them.
You best believe the same way people look on people's marriage and say, "Yo, me should have done with her." Another you look fool.
What is it? Covetousness? We call it bad mind.
Covetousness. Yeah, man. It's real, man. I just saw it go.
I just saw it go. Yeah.
So have you guys had any friends stop talking to you because of this particular issue?
Or stop talking to us because of it? I mean, I've had people that stopped dealing with me because they felt as if that if I was putting on any show or being a part of any show, they should be on it or be headlining because them feel like them are come from grassroots with me more than MB. Like MB never debut when me and them did debut. Yeah.
No, but
respect.
People like to come to me to say, "Oh, so what's Sean going on?" I say, if you're concerned about him that much, message him yourself,
Let me ask him about
stuff like that. So this is just tying into this last question, Gloria. I'm just saying we don't have any issues with each other, but external forces and other people would try to do things that we have to be very careful of, because I could get pressured into saying something and betray Sean's trust and stuff like that, or so I have to protect that relationship and that privacy as well in any situation. So it's just stuff like that. So we don't have any issue with each other, but people out the road might be trying to make some issues.
Yeah, they might come between the relationship. All right, so the last question is, do you collectively or individually have any projects working on?
Yo, I always got projects working on. I've kind of just I work on the craft a little bit differently. I'm hoping to release a few singles before the year is out. And I'm not in any rush to release anything, to be honest, because I'm looking for a different sound. I don't necessarily want to be the same lifer that you knew 2011, 12, 13, them time they went. I do a whole heap of music. I look for some different people to work with that have some fresh sound, fresh ears, because more on the message kind of be more universal. Not only cater, used to cater to just the Christian people, like preaching to the crowd. Yeah, that's me. That was me. Now I kind of want like expand and definitely like reach people with people with same message but broader. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that go in Jesus' name. But it's a work in progress. But definitely gonna release a couple singles before the year is out. And with the singles, I'm just gonna do music videos as well. So hopefully and I look on an EP before the year is out. The EP more likely with 5 to 6 tracks.
The Unfiltered with Jade is the place to get exclusive information, man. One time you would you'd have to wait and just see something drop, but yeah, get the down low.
Get the down low, pretty much. Yeah. So that's what's happening. So my toil and thing inside of the Malika studio at home. I try to look for different sounds. And right now my sound kind of lame to myself, so I'm not really confident in anything when I put out like personally. So I have some stuff where me kind of I have some songs that is here, but I don't like them. So,
okay.
But definitely I could just
we're waiting to get
dash them. Yeah, pretty much. If me did excited and we just want to push out music just to say, hey, I got music out, then would I just do that? But I not really feel proud of the product. So still up on the drawing board.
Sounds good. We look forward to that. We look forward to the new music when it comes.
Give thanks, man. Give thanks.
Personally, obviously, I did an album last year, so late last year as well. So I've not been in a rush to do new music, because sometimes, you drop an album and then you do a new single and then people say, so where can we get the single? Is it on the album and stuff like that? So sometimes you need some space.
You drop some new songs since recently up to this week. I'm being wicked.
Me say, me not really in no rush to do new music. But if me hear a rhythm and it grab me and it well nice and I feel the inspiration, I might just do it.
I got you.
This time, the song that was released last week, which is called Jesus My Savior, it was a guy that reached out to me from August last year to do a collab, and I told him, pick up my album and I can't promise anything until next year. And he was patient enough to wait until this year. But that's more for honor. Him asked me a long time. I'm going to say, all right, it's a collab as well. It's not really my song. It's really his song. I'm going to just be my strength, so to speak. So, and of course, that was recorded maybe in February, but with the lockdown and stuff, we couldn't really push it out. So it just a drop now. So just caveat, that's a word, caveat, that, I'm going to rush to do a bag of song, but I've gotten a lot of rhythms, especially over here in the UK. I'm meeting new producers online and they must send me stuff. So different stuff that I'm used to. And some of them never grab me, but me get one just since this week and I love it bad. So I'm almost at close off the project, but I say I can't miss this because the rhythm is sweet. So you might hear something new. But it's very exceptional cases that I'm working on now. But I get rhythm all the time. But we just have to pick, choose, and refuse because, as I said, we need still I get the album some time for breathe. Sorry.
I was about to correct you. But go ahead.
Man album, I make more album.
And I breathing thing I go and do the place.
All right, you. And the best piece of marketing that me ever hear.
Yeah.
So you guys
but unlike
Sean,
no, me and Minister Blessed never do anything together.
Well, I mean,
because we kind of never like we just talk about breed and then you bring in the question them. Never.
Yeah, you see me I say you just general star, your timing star.
I try to chop you in something.
Your timing off, G. Off.
All right. So apart from but I mean you guys did Welcome From Far together. So that's one thing that you guys did. So those two never do nothing together.
No.
Yeah, man. Where come from far? Where? Well. I don't know if we can say still, but I mean, next year would have looked good for where come from far. I don't know where the pandemic thing I got really live for this year. So next year look more likely for next year. All things being well with both our households and pocket and all them other factors. But next year definitely would I want we do something for we are come from far again. But yeah. Many times me think say me and MB for just do like an album. Yeah, that would be. I feel like that would be a good product, especially for the way I come from far.
Exactly.
2K21. So that's something that we can definitely look into. MB, maybe like a 7-8 song album.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Best of both worlds type thing.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. And again, you're hearing these things on the Unfiltered before I even hear nothing like that. So big up.
Yeah. We have to get the exclusive, like you see me I say, like Katie Curry.
I can see though. I can see though. You see like how Sean talk about, being picky and not feeling, when I'm working on songs, him want to make sure they're good and stuff. Me and Sean on a project, I can tell you, won't necessarily be a quick thing because different.
Thing. Say Uno come with them something here. Come with them something here, mature. It's only bringing them something here to the show,
Beautiful.
Yeah, MB, that kind of
brother. Get your things together.
Boy, this as I was saying before I was interrupted.
This thing is really unfiltered for real.
Yeah, but I say it I got me and Sean working on a project might take a while because obviously we're not in the same place and we have different ideas of what we like for here. And I can tell you, out of anybody else, probably we are the most critical of each other. So
yeah, very, very critical. Very critical.
The song is well done and it good, and Sean is like, no, back to the drawing board. And I'm like, really? After all of that?
Yeah.
It might be the opposite. It might be the same for him and for him tell us that all of them think them did lame. You go hear the lame thing and say, oh, that shot time when him find a new song, I say, what that?
Yeah, you say, what that?
Not really you know what? I can't manage it. I can't. So
we have never asked you to be our manager, so that's fine. Just stay in the friendship zone and you're good. We never asked you to be no manager, so don't need to manage.
You're not for managers. Yeah, you don't need to manage us.
I think this is time where I need to send MB to bed. And so I'm going to wrap this up because I can't take no more from MB where that is concerned.
Oh, you're a rapper now.
Rapper now, we could hear it. Spit some fire there. Go on through jail.
Oh, you're a rapper now.
Wrap it up.
Got you. Wrap it up.
Thank you so much, guys, for being on the Unfiltered. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give bear trouble, but I enjoyed it, and I'm sure that our listeners out there they will definitely enjoy this episode. Also, I'm very sure of that. And I want to thank everybody for listening, and we'll definitely be on again next week Tuesday on the Unfiltered by Jade.